Hello everyone, welcome to my very first video on YouTube. This video will be going over possible characters that I could probably see as like DLC for Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U, in my opinion. So, many of these characters include like melee candidates, brawl candidates, and any like new characters. With a bit of explanation what I think, how I think these characters could make out to be in it. So let's start with the melee candidates, which is Pichu and Young Link. So the reason I'm including these guys is mostly because of the Forgotten Five, as I believe they're called, which was from Super Smash Bros. Melee. It included Mewtwo, Roy, Dr. Mario, Pichu, and Young Link. They were the 5 characters that made it in Melee and didn't make it into Brawl. And then when Smash 4 came around, yeah, they didn't pop up except for Dr. Mario. And then we got Mewtwo a bit later, and now we have Roy. Roy is part of, like, DLC and stuff. So, who's not to say that Pichu and Young Link might get in? Because I used to think, like Mewtwo was replaced by Lucario. Lucario to kind of, like, keep up with the generation of Pokemon. And then we got Mewtwo back, as well as Lucario, so that was kind of like, oh, okay. Young Link was kind of replaced with Toon Link, but it'd still be pretty cool to kind of add him in. And Pichu was just kind of thrown out. And I actually kind of enjoyed using him in Melee. So maybe he might be a cool character to throw in and maybe just change around a bit so he could suit more beginner style players. And then Young Link, I don't want to be like a clone of Link or something like that, but he could maybe follow up like some Majora's Mask moves or something, so maybe some of his moves could resolve around the masks or whatnot. And like maybe Epona could be part of it as well. But yeah, there could be some pretty good ideas in there for Young Link and for Pichu as well. Now on to Brawl Candidates. I'm not sure if that was way too fast, but the reason I was just thinking of those two was because the Forgotten Five is kind of coming back together in Smash 4. So it's like, wouldn't it be right if these two guys also ended up in Smash 4? Anyway, for Brawl Candidates, I was thinking, now, before I go on, yeah, Solid Snake and Ice Climbers are here. But before I go on, I just want to mention that they were, like, I noticed the stages weren't the same, but there were a few stages that were the same. We got, like, DLC, which was, like, specific stages for each game. So, like, Wii U got Pirate Ship and the 3DS got the Duck Hunt stage from the Wii U stage. So there's nothing to say that could have done the same with characters, because, you can get, like, you might go, say, I want Ryu for what? I might get Ryu for the 3DS, but then get Roy for the Wii U. And then you'd have, like, separate little characters. You'd kind of do the same thing here with the Ice Climbers. And maybe Solid Snake as well. Because if the Solid Snake can maybe handle with 3DS capabilities or something like that, and kind of add him in. Because the 3DS was apparently, I believe it was said that it couldn't hold the Ice Climbers in there, so it was kind of, they were thrown out because of the 3DS's capabilities. The Wii U's got probably more capabilities than the 3DS. So couldn't you just maybe remake the Ice Climbers for Wii U exclusive? Because that way, then you'd have the Ice Climbers in there for maybe the people who use them through, I believe, Melee and Brawl. I believe they were in there. And they can now use them in Smash 4, especially when they have the Wii U version, which is when a lot more people are like joined in and ready to play. And with the handheld and stuff, you can maybe have like Snake or something, and then you'd be walking around, and you'd have this guy in your team. But yeah. Now I've heard the rumor there's like 3 more vacant character slots, and 2 more ideas, like 2 more stages available for it to hold. So many of these candidates are just like ideas that we might come up with. So I'm expecting like maybe one of the Melee, maybe one of the Brawl, and then maybe some of the new characters that I have planned to show off. So, like, these could be, like, character exclusive. Now let's talk the Pokemon Trainer. Now, the Pokemon Trainer was around to kind of feature off Kanto, but then when Charizard was announced to be his own separate character, for Smash 4, the Pokemon Trainer was kind of forgotten about, but there's many generations of the Pokemon Trainer. I couldn't really fit them all on this, but I kind of tried to fit a few that were more recent, and in my opinion, more loved. That's why the Sinnoh Pokemon Trainer is here, because that was probably my favourite Pokemon game. But it was also why I was looking for a fourth one, and that kind of popped into mind. But anyway, so we could have used like the Unova Pokemon Trainer, or the Kalos, or even like to celebrate the brand new Hoenn, with the Mega Ruby and stuff, we could have him in here as well. And then like swap between the female or whatnot, as well as different colours for him. And have his alternate costume could also be like the old Hoenn, as well as having like the girl Pokemon Trainer from or May. So we could have Red, who had the original three starter types. You could just mismatch it with the Sinnoh starters, the Unova starters, the Kalos starters, or even the Hoenn starters, and just kind of create a simple thing. But the best thing about Hoenn is that they've added a Mega Evolution to like Lucario and Charizard. So even after having the triple finish there, you could even switch that up for like a Mega triple finish or something like that, where they all Mega evolved. Or you could have the certain one you have Mega evolve, and then you could use that, and then you could swap out with like your bigger Pokemon being Mega evolved. Or if you use like a smaller Pokemon, you get triple finish, because you know how Wii U has like 2 final smashes. It'd be cool. It could also be a nice idea for the Pokemon Trainer to maybe have 2 final smashes as well. But not sure if that's just the capabilities of it, or if that's like another design. But it'd be cool if he had like that to go about with. But yeah, he could be a cool candidate to come back. So let's go. So we've got Pichu and Young Link for like melee candidates, just because we're starting to maybe build up on the original Forgotten 5 from Melee. We got the Snake and Ice Climbers mostly because of like character exclusive to different games. So like Ice Climbers was exclusive to Wii U because the 3DS can't handle it, but the Wii U probably could. So the Ice Climbers could just be remade for the Wii U, and then that'd be it. And then you could just have Snake maybe remade for the 3DS, or maybe Pokemon Trainer for that matter, or even one of these even. But yeah, for now on the new characters. So these are mostly designed up by what I've wanted, and also what I thought would be also kind of best for this series at the moment, like what would more likely happen. So here you go. So please don't judge me. I know this is my first video, but I've been trying to record for ages on different like settings and stuff, and nothing's worked. So this is probably the first time I've kind of gotten it to work. So I thought I'd start off with this. But yeah, so I've got Banjo-Kazooie, Tails, Bomberman, Sora, and Rayman. So we'll start with Banjo-Kazooie. I know I just said kind of like the Ice Climbers couldn't be handled on... Ice Climbers can't handle... 3DS capabilities can't handle the Ice Climbers. But Banjo-Kazooie doesn't need to be like another character. He could be like Rosalina and Luma almost, where the Luma, although its part is with Rosalina and Luma, although the Luma is with Rosalina, it's part of her moveset. So you could have Kazooie help out Banjo with many of his moves and other things, instead of be like a follower character where he just follows his every move or something like that. I'm gonna go Tails last. Well, actually, no, I'll do it now. Tails, I've actually wanted to be in Smash Bros. Ever since Smash 4 was announced. Mostly because, well, he's been in mostly every other Sonic game, and we only have Sonic as a candidate for the Sonic the Hedgehog series. But Tails has kind of been around since Sonic 2. So after the first Sonic game, you've just had Sonic. You have just had Tails pretty much pop up in nearly every Sonic game afterwards. And it's just like, why isn't he in the game? I mean, we had him in Sonic Fighters, so he's definitely got some moves in there. And of course, you've got like Sonic. I know I'm kind of gonna get in trouble for mentioning this, but you've got Sonic 06 with like ring attacks and other things, which could be kind of changed to maybe fit more of a different play style. But you've also got other moves from maybe like Sonic Boom, and many other ones where you've got like the bombs and the little buddy robot and stuff that could definitely make Tails like a proper character Well, he's a mechanic, right? And he's got his own plane that kind of sorts out his final smash out. So I just kind of really want Tails. I mean, the Smash ballot's kind of closed now, but it'd definitely be nice to see if we can see another Sonic character come into the thing. And I know he's in the Green Hill Zone, but there could always be this quick update that maybe replaces him with Amy or something like that. Or maybe even Espio, for all we know, because Silver doesn't really fit in there. But Espio is part of the Chaotic, so maybe that could be another like piece in there. I don't know. Then we get up to. I'm trying to speed it up because I only have 15 minutes of this. Anyway, so then we have Bomberman. I'm not entirely sure if they released the results of the Smash Ballot, but I remember seeing a picture where it was like showed the shadows of what the results might be. And I believe I saw a shadow of Bomberman there. That's like most picked, but I'm not entirely sure if that was true or not. But yeah, Bomberman has a nice kind of reputation in many of like some of the Nintendo games and many others. Like Bomberman 64 has a lot of Nintendo stuff kind of going on with Bomberman. And he could be kind of like a much more defensive kind of fighter. His bombs could definitely be used in many different situations. Maybe actually a pretty nice character to use. Because if we can't get Snake and we still want like an explosive character, we could always use Bomberman. Because his game is more like a little more kid friendly than many of the other like solid Metal Gear games. So there's that. Sora is from like Sora's from Kingdom Hearts, which is definitely, although it's like a Disney thing, it's definitely kind of released over many it spans over many Nintendo consoles, especially the 3DS, which could definitely like push Sora in the right direction. And he's all about combo moves, so like flow motion, any like little combo move could come into play here. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could happen to keep Sora as a playable fighter that really could make him stand out more. Because you know how a lot of people like try to build up combos and do other things like this, so like Sora could be a perfect candidate for this. And if you want to show him off, that's another thing you could really show him off with. And he could actually be the home to maybe another stage, which could be awesome. So there's that. And finally, Rayman. So a lot of people have been wanting Rayman for a while now. And I still kind of see him in there, because although we've got the Rayman trophy, it would have been natural to at least see him as like as something in Brawl, and something in Smash 4, like maybe even an assist trophy if it came around to it with like other friends and stuff. But trust me, I've only played one Rayman game, so I'm not really entirely big with the Rayman series, but he's definitely got like a lot more fan service under his belt, and he's definitely had a lot more popular games in his time. So it's like Rayman's another like big candidate, like Bomberman or like Bomberman. They've both had lots more games released that kind of push their fan base out, which will definitely keep them together. So yeah. So what did you think of my list? We'll go over them real quick again. We've got Pichu and Young Link, Solid Snake and Ice Climbers, the Pokemon Trainer, and Banjo-Kazooie, Tails, Bomberman, Sora, and Rayman. So what do you think of my list? Tell me in the comments what your ideas of characters you'd like to see for DLC. I know we've only got like 3 characters left. It's kind of getting over to the point here, but just tell me what you might want to see in the space that we have left. So I have been Dylan Miller, also known as Neverstar186. I shall see you all the next time I make a video, which hopefully should be soon. See you guys later.